Good evening, Dr. Kale. I'd like to discuss with you my collaborative team practicum project. So, I chose to work with the fourth grade data team at Rincon Elementary. Our team is made up of 4 veteran teachers and the 2 more teachers that are newly hired. Each week we present, analyze, strategize, and set goals for student achievement. This is our second year of implementation of data teams, and we currently have 2 already appointed and trained ELA math and data team leaders. Luckily, speaking with both of these leaders, they allowed me to lead 3 meetings this 8 weeks. You may wonder why I chose this team. This is an important team that all teachers at Rincon Elementary School are held accountable for and attending each week with their grade level. Also, a teacher's mission, and in order to close the gap, we have to analyze data. Therefore, it is essential to the process of attaining student achievement. Even though I feel as though my meetings went fairly smooth, I know there's always room for improvement. I need to obviously overcome the fear of conflict, whether it is healthy or it may become heated at times. A good team will overcome these conflicts and come to a resolution that will be beneficial for students. Also, I would like to implement more building activities, but due to our time constraints, it is difficult in meetings that are held during the day. But if I would ever lead a meeting that I was unfamiliar with some of my team members, I think it would be really important to lead some of the activities that Elena Aguilar mentioned in her book, The Art of Coaching Teams, such as the M&Ms activity, a chalk and talk, or even the compass activity that we did on the first class. Next, to continue my awareness of emotional intelligence and strengthen my trust within my colleagues, I think it would be really important to focus on this area. I've never really heard of emotional intelligence until this class, but it makes a lot of sense when I start to think about some people who I work with, and it does make it a good team building area if we have it. Next, I would like to be more creative in the buy-in process to team and school mission goals. Especially with our 2 new teachers, it was difficult for them to understand why we hold the data meetings and why is it important to set the bar high and have expectations for our students. They are usually used to having a more fun environment and less rigorous activities. However, it is the expectation in Effingham County Schools to set the bar high for our students so they can have achievement for their future. Next, I'd like to celebrate some of my successes. I feel like my meetings went fairly smooth. We had deep conversations about our data and how we could set our goals to help us just as teachers to help our instruction, but also for students to see that there is more expectations out of them. These deep conversations came with how we could present our instruction and strategize better for especially our lower learners. I like how I was able to implement new routines, such as setting our intentions before the meeting so that everybody was on task. I even had a assistant principal give me a compliment that I was able to lead and implement a new idea, even though some people may not like the change. And lastly, I would like to just put a little note that my confidence has grown throughout this practicum.